go, folks. This is a showdown we've circled on the calendar as number one goes on the road to face a top 10 team. Welcome to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the one and only Autzen Stadium. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks. Relay Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. We'll kick this away to start us off. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Handed off. Stop after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going. What we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here midseason.
Yeah, midseason games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Here we go, first third down of the game. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on 3rd down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all of that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. On 1st down, it's play action. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Boy, nice throw here by this Wisconsin quarterback. Good route by the receiver and a 1st down for the Badgers. And when Wisconsin can throw the football to complement their running game, they're a very dangerous offense to deal with.
1st down and 10. Looking for a man. Lets it go quickly. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one. After the incompletion, 2nd down now from the 35. Going to try to use his legs here. Finding space at the 20. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense loved to play the RPO game. And here early, they pick up some big yards.
And the Badgers lining up here on 1st and 10. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Pressure is coming. End zone ahead. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Man, Chris, even in this condensed space down in the red zone, a superior athlete is just eventually going to be a superior athlete. You hesitate for a second, and this guy's going to make you pay, and the defense here was left with the bill.
Automatic on the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Takes the field. We're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. He hands it off from the gun. The gain moves the ball to a 34.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
It's 3rd down for the offense. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. He escapes the pocket. He'll try a pass here. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. And this time it's complete. He goes down right there, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense.
This coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
They'll give it to the back. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Moves out of the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. What a catch! That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. 1st and 10. And the Ducks pick up enough for a 1st down here.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
Got the 1st down and still motoring. And he's into the end zone, but there is a marker down, so hold everything. So the beautiful scoring play is negated by that penalty. That's a tough break. Let's see if the offense can overcome it. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Quarterback drops back. He fires it down the middle. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Oregon. That tight end is a matchup nightmare for this defense, Kirk, and they made him pay that time.
This tight end is so dangerous. He's trying to remind his quarterback, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Receivers are getting most of the attention from the secondary, and I bet now they're going to be a lot
lot more focus on what this guy can do.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. Escapes the pocket. Past the 30. Breaks loose at the 40. And that is a 1st down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
What a great play by the quarterback here. Everybody is blanketed in man coverage, so instead of forcing the ball, he just tucks it and takes off. Heads-up play to pick up a bunch of yards.
1st down here for this offense. The back's got it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Didn't expect to lose 4 in the 1st down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. And the same runner's got it again. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play. It looked like they tried to get the ball to the edge, Kirk, but that play was just shut down before it could get going.
Yeah, that design is a sweep to get way out to the outside, but the defense flashes their speed there. Great instincts and speed to be able to bring that down for a nice loss.
One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The pocket breaking down. And the pass is incomplete to wrap up an eventful 1st quarter. So after a competitive, fun 1st quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that 1st period. And the Badgers bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the punt heads out of bounds. It looks like they'll spot it near the 45. Powerful offense is back on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make a jump. They'll take a deep shot. Pulls it in outside the 10. He's still running. Touchdown, Ducks. He broke away and they couldn't catch him.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. It's a quick grab. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Quick pass. The catch is made. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Great execution on the RPO. Quarterback does a nice job as he's putting the ball into the belly of the back, making sure to read his key. This defense was determined. They came up to stop the run. Quarterback saw it, pulled it out, hit the quick slant right behind it for some great yards.
Testing the right side here. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. They come up now 2nd and 16. A real challenge after losing 6 on that run. Second down, we're going to throw it. Delivers quickly to the left side. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Looking deep down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Badgers.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? They're going to run it here. Fights off a defender. That's strong run defense. Not much of a gain on the play.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw. The catch is made. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Running out of time in the pocket. Contact as he threw it, but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And they'll just down it right here.
What a mistake here, not protecting the ball. He got the ball away from his body. The coverage unit did a nice job of knocking that one loose, and they get on top of it for a nice opportunity.
And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. They bring it down to the 32-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
It's press coverage now from these DBs. Give it to the back again. Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the quarter. They'll stop him for a loss.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
And the Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Powers through. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Didn't expect to lose 4 on the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. Oh, the pass is picked off. Breaks into the open. Who's going to take it in? A game-changing play. Touchdown, Oregon.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with a ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. He'll hand it off. Breaks into the clear. Has the first down, is still going. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there. And the Badgers looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Well, what do you know here? An offensive coordinator from Wisconsin calling a nice run play for a first down. Man, we have been seeing this for so many years, so many decades. Wisconsin with the ability to run the football is just a thing of beauty.
It's 2nd and 10 off the incompletion. Ball at the 36 still. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking for the wideout. Oh, and another incompletion. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. The Badgers will bring their punt team onto the field. When he comes for his 2nd punt of the game. And the punt lands out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they'll spot it here. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
So just one play, and they're just shy of midfield now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
On On the move now. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Buying time. Moving to his left. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Breaks into open space. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option. Whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground here. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. The Ducks will crank up the tempo. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking for a receiver. Running back grabs it on the screen. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. Great effort there to get points before halftime, but they bring him down, and the clock runs out. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Ducks will kick this away to start the second half. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here. Gets the first and still running. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it on the move. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Here's the second down play. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And it's incomplete, in and out of the hands of the running back. That's going to bring up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. Well, give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
First down, looking to throw the football. He's running out of time here. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And the Badgers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Finds an open target on the left side. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Chris, you can see when the offensive line does their job and gives this quarterback time to throw, you're going to see plays like this and first downs for the Badgers offense. They've had some good ones over the years. Very efficient. Of course, Russell Wilson is the name that stands out, but they've had
looking downfield near the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Well, Chris, halftime is about trying to make adjustments of what you learned from the first half. You come out to start the second half thinking about this is how we're going to set the tone, and you throw an interception. It's going to put a lot of pressure on this quarterback the rest of the game.
Using the ground game here. Quarterback has the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Out of the gun now on third down. Bringing pressure. Looking to scramble. Intercepted. Picked off by the defense. It's a short return to make the tackle at the 25, but what a play for this defense.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He lets it go on the move. Freshman shows inexperience. Lucky it didn't get intercepted. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. The receiver grabs it. The pickup is 9, so it sets up a 3rd and 1 now.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
Looking to the end zone. Almost had it in the end zone for a huge pick. Instead, the offense has one chance on 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board, and now the offense has a chance to kick a field goal by that missed opportunity and dropping that interception.
Crucial play, down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. He keeps it on the design run. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Play action here on 1st down. Looks left and finds his target there. He's in the clear. The 30. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Oregon.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his 2nd touchdown reception in this football game.
And they'll set up for the PAT. They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Long kickoff. No chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Rivero. Uses the stiff arm and gets past the marker before being taken down. And the Badgers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
The offense really clicking here.
Well, there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a 1st down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
And the receivers got it. They finally stop a big play. Moves the ball to the 22. And the Badgers will line up on 1st and 10. That last catch, Kirk, puts him over 150 receiving yards in the game. Let's start checking the record books. This guy's making a push.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what the defensive coordinator calls, whether they play man, whether they play zone. The quarterback's been able to find this guy all day long for such a huge game. You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. Press coverage now from the secondary. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, they come out in that nickel package. The move pays off, gives them the extra defensive back on the field, a little bit more speed and awareness, and it pays off with this big interception.
And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Last time out, a 1-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? They've got him, but not before he makes a 1st down at the 41.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
There's the handoff.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. Pass is caught on a comeback route. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. Started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws. And Justin Herbert, of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. And we're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
Will hand it off. And it's going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Screen to the wide receiver. And they've got him. As we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Hit as he released it. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Hey, I get that passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players, get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
They've converted both previous 4th down attempts, so why not try to make it 3 for 3? The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Gets back to the line, but no closer to the end zone than that.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. touchdown. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
And the point after is right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Returner steps out of bounds at the 17. Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Runs through the defender. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. And the Badgers hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
That's a really good run by this offense. And, Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
Oh, what a grab! So the big gain wiped away by the penalty, and the offense moving backwards. Now it's second down here. The secondary backed up off the ball now. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, a lot of times as a play caller, you go to the draw play because you feel the defensive front is just consumed with trying to get pressure on the quarterback. They go with the draw, but the defense is completely locked in. Does a nice job of showing discipline to completely negate the play.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it in the open. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And looking to throw now on first down. Looks to the left. Pass caught. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. And the Badgers pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Wisconsin. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
You know, today's not been their day, but the thing that you can always hang your hat on is these guys are still competing. They come up with a touchdown here late in the fourth quarter. Could use that as hopefully some momentum into next week.
And the quarterback dropping back. Makes the catch for the 2-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And he safely makes the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. They'll hand it off. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. He's got the first and still going. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Leaning on the run game here late. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down play coming up.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Gets rid of it on the move. Locates the tight end. It's complete. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Here we go.
1st and goal, handoff. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Boy, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. So it sets up a 2nd and goal from the 4. Another handoff to him on 2nd and goal. Stop right at the line. This is a stubborn defense backed up against the goal line.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Ball spotted at the 5 for this 3rd and goal play. Hands off to the left. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the 2nd half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
So the offense begins this drive backed up at the 4-yard line. No press here. The defense backing away. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Caught in the flat by the running back. Breaks loose at the 15. Good execution. Gets a block and gets the 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Throws a stiff arm. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this game, and they have kept him quiet all game long until right now. In the 4th quarter, he comes up with his 1st catch.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Eludes a tackle. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Oh, man, this guy's having a heck of a day. Now, they may not win this game today, but you cannot fault his effort, what he's been able to do. He's been the one bright spot as that last carry now puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And the Badgers with 1st and 10 here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
looking for his big tight end. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Trucks through the defender.
They pull out the screen here. I like the call on third down, but let's give the defense a lot of credit for being able to recognize that and bring it down short of the first down. It's all about timing and execution for that screenplay to work for third down to be able to pick up that first.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. With the clock running down, they're just one kneel down away from the victory. Well, this is a stunner. It's a football team that walked in here with that number 1 attached to their name, and they got humbled today. Just blasted.
I love that you said walked into this game because that's how they played throughout the entire football game, and they got embarrassed. This was a statement today by this winning team and really a declaration to the entire college football world.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.